Check one, check two, check one, check two, check one, check two.
Okay. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
You could crank my headphone up just a little bit there so I can. Are they separate? Oh, my goodness,
there we go.
That's much better.
That's perfect,
Yep. Okay. Not that we want to hear each other, but
yeah,
here we
right.
are, you know. That's never stopped us before.
Oh, is Dick still here? Welcome to the OSI video stream. Tony Giordana, Dick Napinski with you ahead of the first FVA FRCC Classic. There's going to be a dunk contest, three-point contest, and the All-Star Game between these two classic conferences up here in Northeast Wisconsin. And Dick, it's going to be a fun evening. What can we expect to see from all the talent out there on the floor?
Oh, you said it first. There's a lot of talent out on the floor. All seniors, last gasp for high school basketball. The fans have turned out tonight. That's great to see. You're going to see a very kind of freewheeling game out there tonight. You're going to see a little defense, more offense than defense tonight.
How cool do you think it is for some of those players to come out here, compete against some of the other top talent in Northeast Wisconsin? Maybe some of them they know, maybe some of them they don't, but a lot of college talent out there on the floor tonight. How cool of a moment do you think it is for them?
A lot of college talent out there. Now, a lot of these guys have played with each other in AAU ball throughout their summers and so forth as their high school careers come to an end. But it really is different now. It's the last time in front of the parents, in front of the friends, grandparents coming out tonight. So they all want to put on a show tonight and make the best possible footing before they head off to that next level.
We have a full show for you, three-point contest, dunk contest, all-star game dead ahead. We're going to have interviews from players, maybe some coaches as well. Also, Katie and Nick from Otis, Katie and Nick on KISS FM here in Appleton, Wisconsin. But all that and more coming up. Don't go anywhere. This is the OSI video stream.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. Tony Giordana, Dick Napinski, coming to you from Kaukauna High School, just moments away from the three-point contest. That's the order of events. Three-point contest first, dunk contest, and then the All-Star Game. And, Dick, this is a fun event, pretty cool evening for some of these players to get together on this court and just have a fun evening full of competition.
Well, it's not only fun for the players, but you see a really nice turnout of fans tonight, too. A lot of parents, friends, grandparents coming out to see these guys. Face it, a lot of them are going to be playing hundreds, and in some cases thousands of miles away from home come next fall if they're playing college ball, and that is going to be tougher. Now you go online, you watch the occasional TV game, but here, live in person, one more time with guys they may have played with, played against through the years. And we're going to start things off with a few fun events. You know, it's kind of like NBA All-Star Weekend. You've got the fun stuff first, and then we get to the game a little bit after that.
They are announcing some of the players here at the arena. And, Dick, as they go over some of the players, we can talk about some of the players in the lineup for each of these two teams and who will be participating in some of these contests. Overall, though, there's a lot of college talent out there, representation from future D1, D2, and D3 athletes in the collegiate field.
Well, one thing you've seen over the past 20 years is the growth of D1 talent coming out of the state of Wisconsin. If you look back to the 70s and 80s, you might have 2 or 3 guys come out of the high school class, senior class every year who would play Division I basketball. And a lot of times those were for the home schools, the Wisconsins, the Marquettes. And maybe something like a Green Bay or Milwaukee when they went in Division I back in the late 1980s. But now you're looking at 15, 16, as many as 20 players coming out each year going Division I basketball. And that's a credit to the coaching, the development of the game in the state of Wisconsin, and just some of the things such as this that help the growth of the players.
For the three-point contest, which is scheduled to kick off at 6 p.m., the athletes included in this one: Alden Rogers from Hortonville, Keegan Van Kolwenberg from Kaukauna, Brody McMullen also from Kaukauna, Lucas Downs with Appleton West, Dixon Holwinski with Pulaski, Connor Hutchins of De Pere, Eddie Bolchin of Manitowoc, and Price Grigor from De Pere as well. Good talent there in this field.
There really is. Some of these players we have seen throughout the season through our broadcasts. Of course, you've got people, we had an opportunity to see Keegan Van Kolwenberg several times this year. Alden Rogers with Hortonville. We've seen Brody McMullen. We saw them. But some of these players we have not seen. It'll be interesting. Dixon Holowinski, for instance, out of Pulaski. Outstanding three-point shooter, honorable mention. Connor Hutchins out of De Pere, played for Brian Winchester's outstanding Redbird team this year. So, we're going to see some of that talent come in, and these guys are some of the top three-point shooters from throughout the season in their respective conferences. And so we're going to start seeing some of this taking place, and this looks like first guy we may see
is Eddie Bolchin.
Eddie Bolchin coming out from Manitowoc, from the Ships. Honorable mention, all FRCC this year. You can see we've got some of the Kaukauna Hoops Club guys. Their job is to run down the basketballs.
He'll start in the right corner, knock down the first triple from there, and starting hot is Bolchin.
And gets the money ball there. That stripe ball out there, that's worth double. Start hitting that one, but boy, the right corner, definitely something Eddie likes.
Looks like a pure shot. All these shots right around that rim from the right wing. Now here's a deep three, and he knocks it down, of course.
He did that NBA style.
Now to the middle, top of the key for his threes here.
Yeah, a little bit about Eddie. Had 25 points against Preble this year, letting the long-distance one fly. Couldn't quite get that one. Really didn't start playing. He was out until mid-January. He only played 14 games for the Ships this year. But in that time, he hit more than 40% from behind the arc.
That's right. 14 points per game in those 14 games that he played. Now he is in the final station, the left corner, trying to knock down his last few. Final 10 seconds. They are timed. Here's that striped ball. Good. Finishes with 17 total points, does Eddie Bolchin, to open up the three-point contest, and a nice round of applause here from the crowd.
Yeah, that's going to be that's a good foundation to start on. Everybody has to catch them now on this one. Let's see if we see Lucas Downs coming out next. Yep, Lucas Downs out of Appleton West. The Terrors coming out for the second shot. Now Dixon Holowinski is going to come out. Dixon, another honorable mention, all-conference player. 46% from behind the arc. I have trouble layups, 46%.
He will do the same, starting in that right corner. The left-handed shooter, no good on the first. Holwinski, the 6'5 senior. All the talent competing in this contest throughout the day. All three contests will be seniors.
Yeah, and if you've ever done one of these, even for fun, by about the 11th basketball, if you're not used to shooting three-pointers, you start to feel it in your legs. Suddenly they get a little wobbly, getting them underneath you. So, you can't imagine how many shots these guys have put up in practice throughout their high school careers.
Holwinski to the middle now. He shot 46% from long range throughout the course of this year for the Pulaski Red Raiders. Shot 91.5% at the free throw line, so does have a pure shot and good mechanics. Just a matter of getting it to translate here in this contest.
Yeah, had a couple times this year, he had 4 3-pointers in the game against Green Bay Preble back on January 31st, and against Ashwaubenon in the regionals on March 8th.
He's got 12 points here. Remember, Eddie Bolchin has 17 to open up this contest. Knocks down the first 3 from the corner. Gets a second to go on the third shot from this area. Another one. Tried to end, but it went in and out. 15 points for Dixon Holwinski.
So Connor Hutchins is going to be coming out next.
Dick, there has to be an element also, a bit of tension. It has to be an uneasy feeling, almost uncomfortable once you first start. You're the only player out there on the floor, and the whole arena's watching you try to sink threes.
It is. You know, everybody's done this at practice. You've had three-point contests against your buddies and your teammates and so forth, and it's been kind of fun. You don't get 1,000 people watching you shoot three-pointers all by yourself, not part of the game. So Connor coming out, he was a 40% three-point shooter during the course of the year. Went 5 for 6 against Pulaski back on January 17th.
Gets one to fall here.
He's going to get the first money ball from way outside.
No good. Hutchins with 81 made threes in 2 varsity seasons for the De Pere Redbirds.
And boy, what a couple seasons they've had the past 3 years. Just what they've done.
Deep three comes up short. Now he has to move to the left side where he will start to close down, widen down this round. Doing very well from the left wing. Money ball will rattle in.
Left wing seems to be his spot.
Looks like it. That's where he's been the best so far. Now to the corner to end his round. The final one, a money ball with 13 points is good. That'll put him at an even 15. Eddie Bolchin still leads the way with 17.
Bryce Gregory coming up now. Big guy, taller three-point shooter. We're going to see him during the All-Star game, in fact, as well.
From the right wing. Good on the first, swishes in there. They get 70 seconds to make these threes from around the arc. A very good opening couple of shots there. Got 5 points as he moves on from the first station.
Yeah, and the thing is here, you can't think about a missed shot too long. You can't look at it and go, man, that stunk. And you've got to get right over to the next station because a minute 10 moves by very, very quickly.
He's already at 9 points. Is he at the top of the key? Here's the money ball from the middle. Good.
He's at 11. That's really good. And here we go. This is the long distance one. Haven't seen much success on that.
No, from either station, either of the two they have out there. Impressive showing so far. He's got 14 points, trying to chase the 17 of Bolchin, who opened up the contest with 17. Not having luck from this left corner. Has to hit this money ball. He'll still come up a bit shy anyways. That'll put him at 16. So he's at second, but didn't get first.
Yeah, now we see him, a guy who we've seen a lot over the past couple of years, Brody McMullen. We've done a lot of Kaukauna games over the past couple of years. So this is home court. Ought to feel comfortable here.
Yeah, he should.
They've got all the lights on here as opposed to the varsity games when all is lit is the court itself.
Bit of a different look. Only one make so far for McMullen. Now to the right wing.
Yeah, McMullen, 41% from behind the arc this year during his season. Had 5 trays against Whitnall back in December.
Ooh, got the deep one to go. He's now at 6 points as he works his way to the middle. Trying to make some shots from this point. Did make one. Here's the money ball that will swish in.
He almost forgot one there.
Yeah,
Let's go back, get the one from the chair.
He's got 10 points as he moves on to the left side. Each shot counts as one. The money ball will count as 2. That puts him at 13.
He's in good shape heading toward this last one if he can start to sink these.
14. There's 15. There's 16. 17 to tie. No, the money ball won't go, and he will fall short with 16 as well.
Now here's a guy we've seen, Alden Rogers from Hortonville. We saw him in his final game of his career against Neenah back in the regionals. Played for Matt Hintz up there for the Polar Bears.
Rogers this season, as he opens up his round, had 4 threes in the game twice. 25 points versus Fort Atkinson, 21 points versus Pulaski. He will participate in the All-Star Game as well, has 4 points as he moves on from the first station.
Yeah, and he's a guy, if you leave him open, every conference coach knows you had to get in his face and close out hard against Alden Rogers because he could hurt you badly from behind the arc.
Alden with 9 points as he's at the middle. Hasn't been able to hit one here. Tries the money ball. Won't fall.
Yeah, what's interesting, you've shot so many of these through your high school career from behind the arc, but in a row like this, getting fed, making sure your footwork's right, make sure you follow through. These guys are competitive. They want to win this contest.
That's right. Now moves on to the left. He's got 15, now 16. Trying to match the 17 of Bolchin. And he does. The money ball for the lead. No, he ties Bolchin with 17 between these two squads. This is fun. It's a good time.
Okay, now we're going to see. Now, we talked to Keegan before. He said he was going to put up a lot of shots. He said he was going to try to win this.
Van Kallenberg with a very good demeanor. Very positive attitude. Very loose as well.
Yep.
For this contest.
Yep.
He will start from the right wing.
46% throughout the year. And, of course, he had that big school record game, 56 points this year against Kimberly. He's got 6 already.
6 already as he moves on from the first station. Now to the right wing. A bit off here, but now trying to dial it in. Van Kallenberg with over 1,400 points in his career for the Ghosts. At 9 points as he moves to the middle.
And twice this year, he had 8 3-pointers in a game. That's an easy way to get 24 right there. Of course, that big game against Kimberly where he set the school scoring record. And also a couple weeks later against Appleton West early on in the tournament.
Yeah, we had that 56-point game for the OSI video stream at Kimberly. Van Kallenberg sinking some shots from the left wing. He's at 14. Moneyball puts him at 16. He's 1 away from the tie, 2 away from being in the lead. He ties it here in his first shot from the corner. Takes the lead. Now he's trying to add to it. Van Kallenberg's second to last shot will fall. Trying to go perfect from the left corner and will do so for a 22-point performance in the lead.
Well, how many times do you think he stood in that corner and shot shots?
Looked like he was pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah. So they'll total things up. We've got Van Kallenberg with 22, Eddie Bolchin with 17, also 17 out of Alden Rogers, 16 each from Brody McMullen and Price Gregory. So we're down to 3 now, Tony.
That's right. Van Kallenberg, Rogers, and Bolchin. Van Kallenberg had 22. Rogers and Bolchin both had 17.
Just wipe that away now. Let's start all over again.
All right, 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Here's Bolchin, who did lead off the entire contest. Knocked down his first shot from the right corner and trying to continue the momentum. Money ball will fall. He's got 4.
That's a nice start.
Out of the right wing.
Classic shooting style to release your dead fish the hand after it goes through. Legs underneath the shot, going straight up and hits the long distance one to get the triple.
An impressive showing so far. 13 points as he's at the middle. Make it 14. Money ball for 16. No, off the back iron. Here's this deep ball. Won't fall. Bolchin to the left now.
Oh, he was impressive from the left side in the first round, Tony.
He's already got 17. Matched his first round total, and now he surpassed it. 18 as he moves to the left corner. Three shots left. Now 2 as he makes one. Final one with the money ball at 19 points. Good for 21.
So then move on. I think Alden Rogers is going to be next to shoot.
It will be Rogers. Again, had 17 in the first round.
You can see some of the young Kaukauna Hoops Club guys, their job, run them down, make sure that players aren't tripping over basketballs and everything gets back in the racks.
Rogers will open up. Missing his first shot, trying to lock into a momentum. Rogers hits his second to last one and misses that striped ball for 2 points. He's got 2 points as he's at the right wing, now 3. Just trying to get it to fall in there.
Yeah, and you're starting to feel it right now in the legs and in the arms because you have fired up a lot of shots.
That's right. He's got 5 points as he moves to the left deep ball off the front iron. Rogers has to be perfect here for a chance to even compete to move on to this in this contest. Money ball won't go. He's got 8 points as he moves to the corner. Rogers with 15 seconds to go. Has to work a bit up-tempo. Trying to get some shots to fall in. He's got 10, now 11. Here's his last shot for 2. Good. He's got 13 in round 2. And now Keegan Van Kalwenberg will step up.
So Keegan will take another shot. Led with 22 in the first round. Yeah. Keegan kind of feels the pressure, but he's been a pressure guy all the time, too.
That's right.
As we see on the first shot.
And the second. And the third. Oh, boy. Van Kalwenberg firing hot to open up round 2. Now to the right wing with 3 points. He's got to try and meet or surpass the 21 points of Eddie Bolchin. And Kalwenberg now to the middle with 6 points is good. Trying to continue the momentum. He's got 8. Make it 9. And now 11. Here's the deep ball. Can we see him make one? No.
He's in pretty good shape right now, though, if he can fire a few.
Got 14 points as he moves to the left corner. Has to go perfect here. No. 15, 16. Here's trying to make 17. Won't go. He finishes with 18, and Eddie Bolchin has 21. The most in round 2.
Looks like we're...
And they're going to award him as champion of the three-point contest. See the trophy they have out there?
That's a nice little piece of hardware to take home for you.
Yeah,
finish
pretty
up
cool.
your high school career.
Eddie Bolchin will be your winner of the three-point contest, shooting 17 in round 1, 21 in round 2. That was a lot of fun.
It was. Always see some competition out there to start things off tonight.
We're going to step aside and bring it back for the dunk contest in just a moment. You are watching the OSI video stream.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Dusty boots from a hard...
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury?
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. We are joined by Eddie Bolchin, who has won the three-point contest. Eddie, congratulations. Walk us through both of those rounds and how you were able to come out victorious.
Sorry, I did not hear a word you said.
I asked you walk us through the three-point contest and how you were able to come out victorious through each round.
Right. Last year I was in the state three-point contest, so I've been in these spots before. I struggled last year. Put all the work in, practice, and came out with it here.
Yeah. Did you feel in a groove when you got out there in that first round? You looked smooth.
Yeah, that first round I was pretty darn nervous. Like I was shaking out there, but once I saw my name get to the next round, I was ready to go win it.
Excellent. What are you up to next fall? Basketball career is done in high school. What are your next plans, Eddie?
I'm going to the University of La Crosse, and don't got anything set up there, but I'm hoping I can maybe walk on, become a member of the team or something.
Well, that's an outstanding program down there, and you did an outstanding job tonight. Eddie, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Eddie Bolchin from Manitowoc, the winner of our three-point contest here this evening, and fine job by him, totaling up a grand total of 17 first round.
21 in the second round there.
And now we move on to the thing that we were always involved in, Tony, when we played ball. You know that.
Oh, you and me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dunk contest.
Yeah, 8-foot baskets. But here they're using the 10-foot baskets.
So interesting here. It's not as formal of a grading scale where if you make them, you get a point. If you don't, you get none. There are judges to this contest down on the floor. Offset of mid-court there. Part of it is Nick from Otis, Katie, and Nick, 95.9 KISS FM. Sister station of the Score.
And those people know dunks.
They do.
When it comes to dunks, they've put a lot of donuts and coffee through the years, so they are they are set.
Our competitors for the dunk contest will be Abraham Tomari of Appleton North, Caden Groff of Kaukauna, Mondez Kelly of Bayport, Adam Guyette of Notre Dame, and Joey Mijal of Pulaski.
And that is a distinguished panel of judges down there, too.
That is. So they will grade on a scale from 1 to 10. Be nice if they could rotate just a bit so we can see them better from our vantage point. But either way, we'll make it work.
Now we've got Logan Steffensmeyer also going to be competing in this one. Caden Groff, who we saw at Kaukauna. Mondez Kelly had a great career at Bayport. See Adam Guyette from Notre Dame.
And then Joey Mijal.
Yep. Oh, Cody Wickman here. Cody, of course, played at UW Milwaukee, played at Pulaski High School, member of the state championship team for Pulaski under Dave Shaw about a decade ago.
Alex Wellhouse also out there.
Co-host of 95.9 KISS FM Morning Show with Otis, Katie, and Nick Vetrano. And former Wisconsin Badger, Zach Showalter.
And Zach Showalter here in the house tonight, former Wisconsin Badger.
Again, Nick Vetrano, McKenna Yuhan, Cody Wickman, Alex Wellhouse, and Zach Showalter. The judges, there's going to be 2 rounds of the dunk contest. And again, the judges will grade on a 1 to 10 scale after each dunk. Talking with Nick from Otis, Katie, and Nick prior to the contest opening up. He said he's very excited to do this. Can't imagine. He says for a high school dunk, how do you give under a 10 for athletes this age and of this ability? You're just impressed that, they can have as much of a showing unless, if they don't make it, obviously it wouldn't be a 10. But
well, these guys, unlike us, have hops.
That's true.
They can get up there.
Athletic ability overall.
Yeah. This is the stuff they do in practice before the coaches show up. When they're,
That's
practice and fooling around. This is the stuff you're testing.
Yeah.
So Logan Steffensmeyer is going to try it first here.
Steffensmeyer eyeing up from the left wing.
And first team, all FRCC.
He will lob one in the air, off the bounce, try to dunk it, will slam it home with the right hand. Impressive. Let's see what the judges come up with here.
Distinguished panel has here. We got an 8 I see coming up. A lot of 8s. Looks like 4 8s and a 9.
See if they announce it.
41.
41 is what they're going to give him out of 50.
Yep. Asking whether he does the second one. Now they'll give him a rest. Okay, Caden Graff coming out. Caden, we saw before, really came along his senior year and became a starter and an important role player.
Caden Graff with the 360 will slam it home. That was impressive.
And caught himself before he ended up on his backside there as well.
See a lot of 9s out there. Good score. See what the official calling is here in a moment. 46 for Caden Graff.
Mondees Kelly, second team all FRCC player this year. He is a high flyer. He can get up in the air.
And he will go up there. Nice dunk. He does make it coming in from the left wing.
Oh, I see some 10s going up there. We've got a sweep of 10s.
Wow, an even 50 for Mondees Kelly.
Adam Guyette smiling finger. Okay, I got to top that.
Guyette from the left wing also off the backboard.
Oh,
no good. Does he get a second chance here? Or are they going to say, no, you're out of luck? He will get the ball back.
They're going to let him take a fling at it.
He'll try again off the backboard, slamming it in.
There we go.
Impressive from Guyette.
The judges have their say. Looks like 8 7s. Oh, these German judges really tough on them. Joey Myjal. Oh, and we've got some friends here that are going to help Joey set up here.
Myjal looks like he's going to try and jump over these two gentlemen.
Yeah. What did they do to him that they end up doing this now?
Here he goes. And he does sink it in. Not just 10s from the judges, but a standing ovation from the judges. All right, Steffensmeyer, who had 41 of 50.
Okay, the baseline's set now. Now you get to showboat a little bit.
Nice windmill dunk there. We'll see what the judges go with.
I see 9s, 8s.
Waiting the official ruling.
44 for Logan. Caden Graff's got a little help out there. He's got a former teammate that's going to send it up, and the reverse goes in.
A reverse dunk. And an even 50 they're going to give him.
Now, Mondees impressed us with a 50 spot last time he was up here.
Let's see what he does here. From the top, walking start. 360, no good off the back of iron. Lost it as he went up with it. He'll try again.
He's got a little time. You've got 60 seconds to put it down.
Another 360. We'll get it to fall. Wasn't the cleanest. We'll see what is graded here. I see an 8 out there.
Yep, he's going to fall a little short this time.
7,
I
8.
see some.
I think a 38. Yeah,
38 that time. Yep. Kind of struggled a little bit.
Here's Adam Guyette from the left wing. Low dribble. Tried the Michael
he just
Jordan.
does the straightaway. Yep. That's when you've got the open lane and you bring it in and do something with authority.
Tried a long jump. He's got 2 9s and 3 8s out there.
We got 42, so he's got a total of 83. And now Joey, who had a 50 spot. He's got some help there to say, this is where I want the ball.
Off the backboard.
Oh, he's got some time.
He does.
How many jumps you got in you? There you go.
Off the backboard and a windmill. You can hear the audible reaction from the crowd. They're going to give him a 50. That's an even 100.
Yeah.
Our 2 finalists from Kaukauna
We've got Caden Graff and Joey Migel. Now you see how much hops you've got after all this. They're young. They're still all spring in those legs.
That's right. 96 from from Graff, 100 from 100 from Migel, 96 from Graff. Here's the first dunk of this last round.
Oh, nice off the backboard reverse slam.
Impressive. Let's see what the ruling is. I think they said all nines.
Okay.
Should be 45.
From the opposite side, here comes Joey Migel. Oh,
Ooh.
He's got time.
He does. They have a running clock here. He's got 50 seconds. Coming in from the right wing. Looks like he's going to do a 360. Here it is. Ooh. And when he does it, he brings it down and then back up the basketball.
See if we can getting the crowd sparked up. He's going to do reverse the other way. Nope, still working on it.
Still got 30 seconds.
You're starting to run out of hops right now.
Yeah.
You've been propelling yourself up there a little bit.
Now he's getting tired. He's got 20 seconds. I think he just realized that, you can take one more. All right, this might be the last one. 15 seconds coming in from the left side in the middle.
There we go.
Able to get that one in. And I see 3 nines and 8. And I don't know what that last one is there.
All right, Caden, back up for dunk number 2.
They didn't announce it.
Okay.
Caden will go up for a second dunk in this final round.
See if he gives that another go.
Yeah, they are going to give it him because it wasn't a traditional dunk. It went off the back.
Yeah, it kind of ended up as a rolling layup off the back iron. Oh, there you go. You touch the backboard and then in.
And he hangs off the rim. See some 10s out there. 10s all across the board. Caden Graff has a perfect 50 on the second dunk in the second round. He has now 95 in the second round.
Joey has a chance to redeem himself. Struggled a little bit last time out.
Off the backboard.
No.
360. No. .45 seconds from the left wing. Off the backboard. Tries again. 360. Can't get it. Still got time. Here he goes. One more time. No.
He's still got a chance here. Like I said, legs are starting to get tired now, Tony.
You can see him slow down. Now he's going to try and switch up the game plan. And
there we go. Just straightforward. Yep.
See a 7, an 8, a 7, a 7, and a 7.
Yep.
1 8, 4 7s.
I think we've got ourselves a winner. Hometown guy.
Caden Graff.
So we'll see if we can get Caden up here and
Graff does get that trophy. Doesn't really know what to do with it.
His coach, Ryan Brower, his assistant coach, wants to get a photo with you.
All right, now he sees us. Now he's coming up here. We're going to be joined by Caden Graff here in a moment. The winner of the dunk contest between the FVA and FRCC. Caden, welcome to the broadcast. Congratulations on taking the dunk contest championship, the trophy. Walk us through what your process was, what your strategy was for the dunks you drew up for this contest.
I mean, it was kind of just looking at what everyone else was doing right off the bat, going second or third was it? It wasn't like I could still see they were going with their best dunks right away and just see what I'm going to do from there because I had my 4 dunks that I wanted, so putting them in order, best chance to succeed.
Yeah. What were the legs like at the end by the time you get to round 4? What were the legs like?
I mean, a lot. We had a lot of run through the season, so legs weren't tired. Legs were fine.
Yeah,
legs were pretty conditioned.
Your season, this season, you really came along between your junior and senior season. Really started to show yourself. How much work went into that to get to the level of success that you had this season?
Every night. A lot of people don't realize lots of late nights in the gym. it didn't just like fall in my lap a good season. So really had to work for it.
And then, Caden, what's next for you after you move on here from Kaukauna and plans to continue with basketball or move on to something else after this is your senior year?
As of right now, I have no plans of moving on with basketball. I mean, right now my current plans are to go to Madison and study finance. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, that's Caden Groff. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on taking the dunk contest championship, the trophy. We'll bring it right back on the OSI video stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Caden. All right. We're in break.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to the OSI video stream here with Amari Allen of the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. And Amari, as we open up the interview, let's talk about the event we're about to see here. How cool is it for you to be with some of these other players, some of the top talent in Northeast Wisconsin in an event like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, guys from our conference, we've been competing against them all season long, you know, hard games. And, you know, we get a little bit chippy, so to be able to play with them and then play against guys from the FVA, would be real fun.
It's been 3-4 weeks now since the end of the season. What have you been doing since that time, and what do you kind of take away from the final season of high school ball?
I've been working out, lifting a lot. I had a couple games I played in, and then, you know, just like how fun basketball is, you know, being able to have little kids come up to you after every game, you know, that's probably my favorite thing from this past season.
Taking a look, heading off to Alabama next fall, what have the coaches there said, you know, Nate and the other coaches said, this is what we need you to be when you report to us next fall?
Yeah, you know, they want me to put on a little bit of muscle, of course. They want me to come in, be a guard, you know, be aggressive, and, you know, get in that rotation.
Taking a look, Tony mentioned about this game. Are you looking for a high-scoring game tonight? A lot of up and down and just kind of fun hoops going on the court tonight?
We're going to score a lot, but we're going to play some defense, too. It's not going to be like NBA All-Star. We're trying to beat them. We're trying to show we're one of the best conferences, so I think it'll be pretty competitive.
Final question for you, Amari, is with that tonight, how do you balance the fun of all of this and then also some of the competitiveness in these contests? How do you balance it?
Yeah, I mean, my hope is we get out to a lead early so we can have a little bit of fun at the end, but I'd say more competitiveness than fun. I mean, you know, competitiveness is fun, so being able to compete with the guys that I played against all season, it'll be real fun.
Yeah, that's well said. Amari Allen, soon to be former Jaguar, future Alabama Crimson Tide. We appreciate his time, and we'll bring it right back on the OSI video stream.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
In 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to the OSI video stream. We're standing here with Zay Mitchell of the Oshkosh North Spartans. And Zay, as we open up the interview, I want to talk to you about the season you had. Obviously, Mr. Basketball, Conference Player of the Year for the second year in a row, and went all the way to the state tournament this year. Recap the season, your performance, a 1,000-point season, not a career, but a season. Recap some of the moments and some of the highlights throughout the course of this year.
Yeah, you know, we went through a lot of up and downs throughout the year. You know, we started off a little slow. I think, you know, the other 3 years that I had in high school, we started off well. We were one of the best teams in the state, you know, but my senior year, I think it was the opposite way. You know, we started off you know, it's pretty slow, and we became the underdog, we'd say. You know, and that's what we rode on going into the playoffs. You know, and I think that's why we had our best year. You know, we went through our ups and downs, and it made us, you know, the better team, the stronger team going into the playoffs, instead of having so much confidence and having so much pressure on our backs. You know, and a season like that for myself, you know, it means everything. You know, it was obviously my best year by far. You know, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without my teammates. You know, and the coaches. You know, they put in their trust in me, and obviously building me up to that. You know, my senior year. So again, I'm just so grateful for, you know, how the year turned out and what we did.
It's been now 3 or 4 weeks since the end of the season. What have you been doing in that interim, and what are the coaches at Iowa State saying, hey, we need you to have this ready to go by next fall?
You know, I've been staying in the weight room. You know, they send me what program I need to do, because I know that's the biggest thing they want me to do is, you know, stay in the weight room. You know, so I've been trying to do it. Obviously, it's not easy because, you know, it's something new, and you know, obviously staying on a basketball court is way easier than staying in the weight room. But, you know, that's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest thing they want me to continue to focus on is, you know, building strength and continue to stay in the weight room.
You talked a little bit about the state tournament. We did that game when you were down there. Such a marvelous game it was. What do you take away, the flashes of memory that come back during that time at the Kohl Center?
You know that, you know, we had so much fun down there, obviously going down there as a team, you know, and that was a first experience for all of us. I played on some type of stages like that, but obviously it was a little different. But for those guys that, you know, I knew that weren't going to be able to probably see that again, you know, it was pretty cool to see. You know, we were all happy to be down there. Obviously, we all wanted the experience back. You know, we took us first half to get used to, you know, the situation and everything, that the atmosphere and everything that was going on down there, you know. But we picked it up a little bit in the second half. But, you know, it was really fun. And you know, we wish we could have it back. But
let's talk about tonight. We're standing here just moments away from the three-point contest, the dunk contest, and eventually the All-Star Game. Talk to us about, this is the first time this event is going on between the FVA and FRCC. What are you looking to get out of this event, and how fun is it to be with some of these other guys?
Yeah, you know, obviously I think as an FVA group, you know, we know that we're probably the best conference in the state. I'm going to say that, but, you know, we got to come out here and prove that, obviously, you know. And then, again, I know there's some of the guys in the FRCC conference, so, you know, it's fun being able to play against Amari, Zach, Andrew, you know, it's just, you know, but again, getting together as an FVA group, you know, I've never played with most of these guys. It's always been playing against each other growing up through youth. So, you know, being able to be on the same side and same team as them, you know, that's going to be really fun.
That's Zay Mitchell repping his next school, Iowa State, once he moves on from Oshkosh North. We're just moments away from the three-point contest, dunk contest, and FRCC versus FVA All-Star Game on the OSI video stream.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. About 5.5 minutes until the All-Star Game between the FVA and FRCC. Tony Giordano, Dick Napinski with you. We also have Zach Morris and Gary Brolowski in the house tonight, helping produce and put this on. Again, the OSI video stream, powered by The Score. Of course, we couldn't do this without our fantastic sponsors, OSI, Myron, and then Gussman and the Kaukauna Boys Hoops Club for helping put together this broadcast for the FVA FRCC Classic. First time they're ever doing this, Dick, and there's a lot that goes into the planning of an event like this. Of course, you have to have a lot of coordination with the players, the schools, the coaches, but then there's also some restrictions and eligibility that you have to adhere to put on an event like this. So there's a lot that goes into this.
There is a lot. You know, the coaches can't be truly involved in it directly with the players, even though these guys are seniors, their eligibility is used up. But putting this together, it was FVA had an all-star game for a lot of years, but trying to find players to do it, seniors who could, they had spring sports, you've got other commitments going on, you're in your senior season, you know, and you're in that last 8 weeks or so of your high school career. And so they got together and said, hey, these are the two premier Division I conferences in Northeast Wisconsin. Can we get together and have some fun with the players? And Ryan Bowers from the Kaukauna High School squad said, we invited 20 guys, 19 of them could make it. So we're seeing the top players from each of these conferences. And I got to tell you, the FRCC this year, they are loaded. A lot of great senior talent there. FVA very strong as always, but you got a lot of good juniors in that group. But so the Fox River Classic Conference, if you are one putting some kind of line down right now, the plus 100 or minus 120 or whatever they do, FRCC is probably the favorite in this one right now, but that's why they play the game.
Exactly. Absolutely right. And, a lot of talent out there, as you mentioned, Dick, a lot of college guys as well. Amari Allen. Let's see, who's all participating in this. We have Amari Allen. We have Zach Kinzinger, Braden Steinbecker, and more. We'll get to the full lineup, but that's just some of the names from the FRCC. Some of the standouts from the FVA include Zay Mitchell going to Iowa State, Keegan Van Kallenberg to Green Bay, and then also Alden Rogers. And, again, we'll get to the full lineup in a couple of minutes here. But, again, this is fun for them. This is exciting for the players. This is something they want to be part of when they get invited to this. And if they can make it work, it's a very cool thing, something that I'm sure they're going to take. Just another memory to put in their back pocket as they move on.
Another memory, as we mentioned before, a lot of these guys played AAU ball together. And they're used to being on the same team. But you spend a lot of time competing against one of these guys. You're thinking every Tuesday and Friday night you're out there, you're seeing these guys on the opposite side. Okay, what happens if we put a team together and take on those guys down the road? What would happen? Well, we're going to find out what happens tonight here in Kaukauna.
So I think we have about 2.5 minutes. I'm sure they're going to do a full announcement for introducing some of the players, so we can hold off on that for just a moment. But again, we're seeing the fact that this is just such a big attractment, especially being in its first year. You see a good attendance here, but it also includes some notable coaches, I'm sure some other players, and some students as well coming out to support some of their fellow classmates. So this is something that the whole community has started to take hold of and come out to, where the host site is this year in Kaukauna High School.
Yeah, it really worked out well. And, a couple of these guys played last week and the weekend before at the Holy Cross tournament here in Kaukauna. So Kaukauna's kind of become a basketball hotbed over the last 3 weeks here. And it's really great to see the Kaukauna Boys Hoops Club put this on, bring these players together, have the families come out, enjoy some time with them, and really have a celebration of basketball here as we head toward mid-April.
Caden Groff won the dunk contest. Eddie Bolchin won the three-point contest to open up the All-Star Classic between the FVA and FRCC. Just moments away from the actual All-Star Game, about 90 seconds until the festivities get underway. So we're going to take one more break before we get to the action. You're listening and watching the OSI video stream.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong, our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Welcome back to the OSI video stream. Just seconds away until the festivities get underway for the All-Star Game between the FVA and FRCC. So, Dick, if we want to go over who's competing in this for each team and then also the officials that are coming out to the floor as well.
Yeah, well, first of all, let's take a look at the lineups for the Fox Valley Association. You've got Eli Bratz, the 6'2 guard out of Fond du Lac. Marvin Hazlitt, his running mate, the 5'10 guard who played for the Cardinals. Luke Young from Minnesota, or from Neenah, going to Minnesota Duluth for football. But before we get started here, we have our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose most bright star
All right, very nicely done. Okay, we can get back to the lineups now.
Okay, we talked about Luke Young from Neenah on this one. Of course, Xavier Mitchell, Mr. Basketball in Wisconsin this year from Oshkosh North. He is going to be part of it. Riley Mueller from Hortonville is here. Alden Rogers from Hortonville. Landon Van Offeren from Kimberly. His running mate, Michael Wilds from Kimberly. Keegan Van Kauwenberg from Kaukauna, and Eli Zimmerman from Fond du Lac. Over from the FRCC, we've got Amari Allen from Ashwaubenon. Cole Buboltz from Sheboygan North. Price Gregory from De Pere. Adam Guyette from Green Bay Notre Dame. Mondees Kelly from Bayport. Zach Kinzinger from De Pere. Andrew Rader from Green Bay Notre Dame. Colin Schultz from Pulaski. Logan Steffensmeyer from Sheboygan North. And Braden Steinbecker out of Manitowoc. And they're getting introduced right now. You see Amari Allen coming out. And we'll be talking about some of these players and some of their time. And Sheboygan North.
And just to give a perspective as to how it works with the whole uniforms, all the players are in their school uniforms for this game. And then with the FRCC being the road team, so to speak, as we're at Kaukauna, they're in the dark uniforms. The FVA will be in the white uniforms for the contest. Good set of officials, good head coaches as well.
Yep.
Some guests coming to
we have that. We've got
help out with this.
First of all, for the FVA, you've got Adam Pullman, who was a standout about 10 years ago with that Neenah team, made it down to state, finished second at state that year. You may remember Matt Helt was on that team. Excellent team that went down and finished and got state runner-up that year. And over on the FRCC, boy, a big name from De Pere High School, big name Wisconsin Badger fans may remember, Brevin Pritzel.
Yep.
Known as a three-point sniper with the Badgers. Heck of a scorer. Third leading scorer for the Redbirds all time. Passed by a couple of guys named Kinzinger over the past couple of years.
Yeah, Kinzinger is down there on the floor as well.
So we're seeing Colin Schultz coming out here now, being introduced.
You think they know how to line up? It looks like the line is kind of curving here. How
well,
about on the white line?
They've lined up with these guys all year. It's kind of like, okay, we're here. It's what I'm interested in, Tony, is when they get out there. I mean, it's going to become very free-flowing because you won't have a lot of plays. It's going to be, okay, guys, set a screen, look for me, ISO. You're going to see a lot of that stuff. Set up for the three-point jumper.
Or a lot of chemistry as well. Like, you know, who wants to take the shot, who wants to feed down low, who wants to cut. Just things like that.
Yep.
So ultimately does come down to communication.
Yep. The FVA guy is going to be introduced here now.
Ultimately fun either way to have all this talent from Northeast Wisconsin on one floor at one time.
Now there's Eli Bratz coming out.
Yep.
Mentioned some of these guys. Marvin Hazlitt. Now, a lot of FVA fans may be familiar. Now, we did not see Fond du Lac play this year, but they had an outstanding season. They finished second in the FVA.
19 wins, 19-8 overall, 14-4 the conference record this year. They lost to Oshkosh North in the sectional, 62-48. That Oshkosh North team with Zay Mitchell, who's being announced right now.
Yeah, and of course, we saw Zay Mitchell a lot, especially down at the state tournament in that great game against Wisconsin Lutheran in the semifinals.
58-57 loss. Riley Miller now being announced. Mueller, a D3 commit to Wisconsin Lutheran, the Polar Bear.
Keegan Van Kauwenberg coming out. Well, I guess not. They're going to put Landon Van Offeren out there first. Yeah, now Keegan's ready to go. Now, Michael Wild's coming out, and your last selection, Eli Zimmerman, stepping out as well. And you mentioned the officials. Yep, these are guys who we've seen down at the state tournament before. You've got Jason Nate out there, Roderick Fields, and Frank Searer. officiating the game here this evening, so we've got some top quality officials.
That's right. Only the best for a fun event like this.
Okay, so 20-minute halves here. Each player will get 6 personal fouls. Each team has 2 timeouts per half.
Teams are having one of their final meetings before the game gets underway. Fun Sunday evening is when this is being recorded for the OSI video stream. Again, Tony Giordana, Dick Dupinski, Zach Morris, Gary Brolowski in the house representing the Score and Woodward Community Media. As the players will come out to the floor, and we can call out some starters as well.
Yeah, Brevin Pritzel's actually got the FRCC guy. It looks like he's got strategy involved in this. Which, so these guys are competitive, though. As much fun as they're going to have, the competition will come out. See Zay Mitchell coming out, Marvin Hazlitt, Keegan Van Kalvenberg, Landon Van Offer, and Riley Mueller starting off for the FVA. Mari Adams is out there, Andrew Rader, got Zach Kinzinger, Bryce Gregory out there, along with Colin Schultz from Pulaski.
Van Offeren and Rader will go up for the opening tip. Rader wins it, tips it back to Amari Allen. The D1 commit to Alabama will now get fed and will put it off the glass. Nice touch there from Allen. Opening points of the game, 2-0 FRCC.
And Andrew Rader with a nice assist there, giving the LAU pass for the layup.
Keegan Van Kallenberg will pop a deep 3 from the left side. No good.
He warned us he was going to be firing tonight.
Now here's a deep 3 from Kinzinger off the front of the rim. Won't fall. Expect to see a lot of threes there. I think everyone wants at least one shot under their belt here.
Yeah. Allen against Mitchell, that's a nice match. I've been blocked away by Rader.
Well, I got to tell you, this is pretty cool. Seeing all those different colored jerseys, all these different teams come together for something like this. The inbound will come from the baseline, get tipped in the air. Van Kallenberg will take it in the right side. Try to dish it back and got batted out of bounds.
You may have noticed some of the pregame interviews. We talked to some of the guys going D1. What are the coaches looking for? Most of them said, get in the weight room.
Yeah, there's that transition period when you come from the high school game to college. You got to add some muscle, add some weight to you, and get a whole different workout program. As Zay Mitchell will knock down a long 2 to tie the game.
Yeah, and Zay Mitchell, what a season he had. You talked about it, to have the kind of season that he had. Rader missing a shot there, but Mitchell coming in with 1,006 points this season.
Now there's a deep 3. Good.
Speaking of
Van
points.
Kallenberg.
And see, guys, really nothing big here. You're just setting up. You're setting screens. You're playing man-to-man defense. It's going to be straightforward as Kinzinger drops one in.
You know, this is the part you like as well, is these players aren't taking this lightly. They want to compete. Zay Mitchell will pop a 3 from the right side and good.
You know, as the game goes on, you're going to go, okay, you did that, watch this. You're going to get some of that in here.
8-4. Amari Allen working against Mitchell. Pops to the corner. Nice job down low, but couldn't finish. Was Gregor. Hazlitt in the corner to Van Kallenberg for 3 and splash. His second 3 of the game.
Well, Keegan feels right at home in this one.
You can tell. Got 6 of the 11. Team FVA up 11-4 over the FRCC. Rader nearly loses it. Passes to the corner. Nice job on the baseline. Slamming it home. Gregor. Gregory also performed in the 3-point contest.
Oh, nice move by Zay Mitchell. A little fade away. He's showing what he has right there. Fade away 10-footer.
Now got 7 of the 13.
Yeah, if you're the coach here, you just kind of say, okay, guys, do score some, play some D, okay?
You go over here, you go over there.
Yeah.
Allen for a deep 3 won't go. Kinzinger the rebound underneath.
Oh, that's a pretty move.
That is. Hazlitt, ooh, great ball handling. Popped a mid-range shot from the paint. Couldn't go. 13-8. Lob from Kinzinger to Allen. Allen slamming it in, 13-10.
Allen with a quick point down to Kinzinger, acknowledging your teammate there. Thanks for the dime.
These guys been playing together always or what?
Yeah.
Zay Mitchell, left-hand dribble, trying to work around Allen. Turnaround shot, no good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see these guys, Division I, you talked about the weight room. Just what they're going to look like. Oh, beautiful pass by Allen.
And Rader will finish.
No. And this kind of format, too, you see some of this that ordinarily you don't see, some of the magical assists that these guys are capable of that maybe you don't see during a regular high school conference game.
Hazlitt gets it in the corner. Each team going to bring in their other players. A full line sweep as Van Kalwenberg no good on the three. Allen in transition will lob it up, blocked away from Van Kalwenberg. Nice. Long two won't go.
Yeah, and you're going to see guys want to get theirs here tonight, too. They're not going to be afraid to put it up. You're not going to get benched.
Mitchell.
Oh, beautiful by Van Offeren, tipping it in. He was a rebound machine for Kimberly all year.
15-12 the score. FVA up on FRCC in the first ever All-Star Classic between these two conferences of Northeast Wisconsin.
Oh, Gregory dropping one in.
Gregory, nice three there. He's now got 5. Hazlitt underneath. Will toss one up, but can't get it to rattle in. Amari Allen will work the other direction. Kick to Schultz on the left side. Schultz now to Kinzinger. Kinzinger with momentum loses the ball, and Mitchell will spin it to himself and pick it up. Toss up the floor to Mueller. Now Mitchell for 3. Rattles in.
Yeah, and sometimes we've seen Zay cut to the basket so much we miss his long-range abilities. So we're going to see the line change for each side. First 5 come out, second 5 come in.
And a quick note, in case you couldn't hear when they first announced it, there's going to be 20-minute halves. So we're at the 14.5-minute mark.
Brevin Pritzel turning to Zach Kinzinger now that he's on the bench and saying we see the shot go down by Guyette. But kind of turning to Kinzinger and said, when I was in the pier, this is the way I played.
Cross-court pass. Team FVA trying to figure some things out. These players trying to feel.
Yeah, this is a little bit smaller lineup for the FVA here. This is not a big lineup.
3 from the corner won't go. Out of the hands of Zimmerman. Now again, Guyette. Good.
Ooh.
Again.
The reason he was Division II All-State from the Coaches Association, you saw it right there, averaging almost 12 a game.
Now here's a 3. That one won't fall. Out of the hands of Rogers. Now to the corner. Another 3 from Bratz. That one can't rattle in. Tossing up the floor and slamming it in. FRCC with some momentum here, 22-18.
Yeah, Guyette to Steffensmeyer dropping that one in. Almost looks like a 1-3-1 look coming out of the FRCC.
Some strategy.
Yeah. Okay, I was mistaken. I figured we wouldn't see any zone defense tonight. But Steffensmeyer up top. He's the long athletic guy like you want to do in a 1-3-1.
Here's a 3 from Zimmerman. Back iron. Under 13 minutes.
FVA's gone a little cold here.
Deep 3 from the corner. That one is good.
Steffensmeyer not afraid to jack up a 3. And Guyette steals the ball right back.
Guyette will slam it in, but, it kind of went off the rim and circled in there.
Slam-ish.
Slam-ish. Slam attempt.
Mm-hmm.
(27-18) the score. 12.5 to go. Trying to feed Steffensmeyer, and he gets blocked.
Oh, a nice block that time reaching around was Eli Bratz.
Here's a pop 3 from Eli Zimmerman of Fond du Lac. No. Young was fighting for the rebound. And FRCC lobbing it up. Steffensmeyer off the glass and good.
Yeah, we're seeing the athleticism here out of the FRCC bunch. Again, a little bit taller, causing some problems for the FVA squad.
This game at one point was 11-4 FVA. Now it's 29-18 FRCC.
Yeah, they've gone away from the 1-3-1. They're going to the just plain old man-to-man look.
Young with a jump shot. too short. FRCC on the baseline. Guyette from the corner for three.
He's hot.
Ooh, boy.
He is feeling it. We want a timeout. Adam Pullman wants a timeout over there.
All smiles from practically everyone down on the floor. This is fun, folks. 32-18 on the OSI video stream.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
Welcome back to the All-Star Classic between the FVA and FRCC. FRCC up big time, 32-18. Adam Guyette getting hot, Tim.
Oh, man, he hit 3 threes already here, so he's got 9 points. Not that we're keeping track or anything. And neither are they on the scoreboard tonight. Here at Kaukauna, usually they keep track of the points, but that's not the important part here tonight.
Just keeping who's out on the floor. I'm keeping track just for interest's sake. See who is putting forward the best performance overall.
Oh, nice job by Alden Rogers slapping that pass away on the breakout.
And great ball handling, weaving through defenders, lobbing it up the floor. Here's Young. No.
Again, that height advantage athletic reach. Again, FRCC, some athleticism this year up and down the conference. FVA sending their starting 5 back in. Brevin Pritzel, no, I'm not. Hey, you keep the guys who are hot on the floor right now.
That's right.
We'll see how they do against this first group. Now we're going to see the starters come back in for the FRCC.
Here's a 3. In.
And, it's they're going to allow the substitutions kind of free-flowing here this evening. Caleb Bubolt's dropping that one in.
Yeah, Bubolt's had a good season, 16 points per game, 6th best in the FRCC conference.
Yeah, Riley Mueller tried to jack one up there, came off the back iron.
Amari Allen, who led the conference with 34 points per game, 886 total points throughout this year.
Actually started his high school career here at Kaukauna.
Van Collenberg, no good for 3. 35-18 the score, 10.5 to go to the halfway mark. Hazlitt takes a loose basketball the other direction, behind the back dribble, left hand.
Oh, and Zay Mitchell couldn't get it to go away. Van Offeren can't get it to go. It's gone ice cold for the guys in white.
That's right, FVA having some trouble here. We'll see if Van Collenberg can kickstart him. No.
He can't even find his own hoop this time in his own school. It's been a cold streak for the Fox Valley Association.
Step back from Schultz to Allen on the left side. Now to Kinzinger, wants a 3, going up against Zay Mitchell. Who would have thought we'd see Zach Kinzinger and Zay Mitchell going at it, and Kinzinger will lay it in.
Yeah, top wing in the state, according to Wisconsin Sports Network, against the top point guard.
Now Mitchell being guarded by Amari Allen. Pulls up a deep 3. No.
Boy, I don't know the last time the FVA had a hoop. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a couple minutes, and FRCC will lose it out of bounds on the baseline here. Clock stops at 9:25. Zay Mitchell will pop a 3. Back iron, no good. And now Marvin Hazlitt will poke it away. Zay Mitchell.
Yeah,
we'll get the ball
there
back
we go.
and
There's
lay it
a
in.
hoop. Yep. I think Zay was looking at the dunk there for a moment, but decided again, saying we just need the hoop more than anything else.
Amari Allen working against Van Collenberg. Driving inside, right hand will detonate off the backboard and go through.
Now you can see Allen's definitely going to be a nice wing prospect for the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Nate Oates, who's a Wisconsin native, as we see Zay Mitchell drop one in.
Toss up the court. Wouldn't go initially, but eventually Bryce Gregory was able to get that one through. 41-22. Mitchell to the free throw line. Jump shot won't go.
Just nothing falling over on that north basket here tonight at Kaukauna.
Colin Schultz for three. Yes.
Everything's falling for the FRCC.
Wow.
You know, there's a point here. You know, now the FVA down 22. The competitiveness will start to kick in very soon.
Maury Allen, all alone. We'll just touch it through. 46-22, 7:50. I think these officials are here just to run back and forth on the floor. I can't imagine they're going to call anything
when you
too
had the
seriously.
Globetrotters against the Washington Generals. They're just kind of here.
And I think
nice move by Hazlitt, but couldn't make it finish.
And I think in that reference, the FVA would be the Generals.
Well, it's early.
They got that plastic over the rim there.
Oh, man, that's that's hermetically sealed right now.
Gregory with another two and a block there from
Kinzinger with a big block.
Shuffle pass to Schultz, who lays it in. 50-22.
All right, now the FRCC is kind of running away with this one.
No look bounce pass.
No look pass, no discovery pass either.
Kind of handcuffed Riley Mueller.
There we go. Van Offeren dumps it in.
7 minutes to go. Kinzinger for three. Gets it swatted away by Mitchell.
There, you know, Kinzinger had the block earlier. Zay Mitchell wanted to return the pleasure.
Van Collenberg, no good for three. Now Mitchell fighting for a loose ball. Will get it. Mitchell to Hazlitt for three. Yes.
There we go.
Marvin Hazlitt the third. Good for Fond du Lac, 50-27. Allen from the right wing for three.
Oh, he's feeling it right now, too.
Answers with a three of his own. Van Collenberg in the middle. The Green Bay commit to Hazlitt. Hazlitt for three, left wing, won't fall. Pass to the corner, Gregory. Now Schultz, right wing for three. No. Amari Allen batting the ball around. Won't get it. Kinzinger fighting for it. Back to Gregory for three. No.
Yeah, Allen against Mueller, that's not a good matchup as far as that's concerned. But nice save by Hazlitt.
Good effort there, getting it back to Mitchell. Up the floor is Mitchell against Schultz. Mitchell taking it to the right side and laying it in.
Yeah, we've got a substitution. Squad swapping out completely.
Stops the clock at 5:39. The score is 53-29. FRCC on top of FVA. This first ever All-Star Classic. We also have some media personnel here covering this, so this is a big event.
Yeah, they did a nice job putting this together. Not much happening on the local sports scene, so it's a good chance to date to have everybody turn out for this one.
Here's a three, no good. That one came from Kelly. Here's a three from Zimmerman, won't fall. Nice job underneath by Luke Young.
Well, Luke he's a rebounder. He's a guy who, when he's got the ball, it's got.
53-31, final 5 minutes of this first half.
Nice job that time underneath. Caleb Bubolz posting up down low.
Alden Rogers gets it to Young. Now Mikey Wilds gets it poked away. Good defense from Guyette in the corner. Wilds gets it back. Driving inside, left hand lay in, won't fall. Up the floor, Guyette. Lob slam! Woo-hoo! Logan Steffensmeyer.
That was completely unplanned, but worked out really well.
57-31.
That's a summer league move right there. You try that in a game with one of your coaches, you'll find a seat real fast.
That's right. Yeah, coaches don't like that in a contest that counts for something. Luke Young, no good for three. Well, that's part of it. You get to play around. You get to have fun, almost like you're at the Y or out at the park or something like that.
A little higher level of talent. Nice defense that time by Rogers.
Defense in the All-Star game.
There we go, yeah.
Wide open for three from the corner. That one won't go out of the hands of Zimmerman.
Yeah, FVA just has not been able to hit any kind of shots consistently.
57-31, 3:20 on the clock. Buboltz bluffs a three, dribbles inside, gets it blocked right into the hands of Steinbecker.
Yeah.
His first
there
points
we
of the
go.
game.
Mikey Wiles drops in a three. FVA needed that one.
Wiles, first points of the game as well. 59-34, 3 minutes to go. Guyette and Wiles, the only ones on the right side. Guyette will try and take him. Step back, right hand won't go. Mikey Wiles will take it the other direction and lay it in.
Wiles there, staying in front of Steffensmeyer. He's got that long reach and athletic ability. Used his body to shield and go up for the layup.
Lobbing inside, Steffensmeyer again using that size.
Yeah, Mikey Wiles was trying to overplay him a little bit, but the high lob pass got into the tall guy from Sheboygan North.
Wiles, a deep three from the left side is good.
He's got a couple of them now.
Got 8 total points of the 61. Here's Buboltz. Nice right hand, will fall.
See if they'll keep these guys out here for the final 2 minutes of the first half.
This one will go out of bounds. Ultimately a fun...
And we heard a whistle for the first time
contest.
in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
The referee's getting their steps in tonight.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Best seat in the house. Yeah. Luke Young for three, no. Guyette lobbing it up the floor. Steffensmeyer nearly loses it. Underneath, will still dunk it in. Man, he is an athletic force, is Logan Steffensmeyer.
He's got that wingspan, too. Yeah, a lot of arm there.
Stands 6'7", committed to Edgewood, NAIA. Gets another lob here, tried to dunk it, couldn't. Tosses back to Buboltz.
There we go. We got Michael Wiles dropping in a dunk.
Now Steffensmeyer tried to answer, couldn't.
The rims are going to work out. I know Mike Shallow will probably take a good look, make sure they're not bent at the end of this one.
65-41 the score. Final minute. 3 no good from Zimmerman.
Yeah, it looks like FVA guy's getting a little gassed right now. You can see just the chase for the rebounds. Mondees Kelly can't put it away.
And there's a block there. A first foul of the game.
First foul of the game. There we go. With 42.6 left.
And the crowd letting it. You can't win as an official. You just can't. It was a good call. It was a good call.
Oh, Brevin Pritzel was up saying, we haven't gotten a call all night. Come on.
Oh, man, this is fun. And remember, with this contest, they're giving 6 personal fouls rather than the 5.
So Eli Brott's going to the line. Second team All-FVA. Member of the All-Defensive team for the conference this year. Not even the free throws falling for him. Had 20 points against Oshkosh North. 15 rebounds against Kimberly back in January.
(65-41). No good on the free throws.
Yeah. Maybe when they get to the south basket in the second half, things will go a little better for them.
Final 30 seconds. Lob to Kelly was too high, out of his reach.
Yeah, and Adam Guyette said, yeah, that was my fault. Oh, they tried going high ball to Bratz that time. Didn't quite work.
Kelly all alone, trying to dunk it. He gets jammed from the rim underneath his Guyette to finish it.
If I'm Kelly, I'm saying, hey, I get an assist on that, don't I?
Oh, boy. See a lot of smiles down there. Here's a three from Bratz. Won't go. Now Rogers, the rebound. Final 3 seconds. You got to put up a shot here. Here's Wild's right-hand floater. No, and your score at halftime is 67-41. That was a fun half.
That was a fun half. We'll see what happens in the second half if FVA can find some shooting percentage because they struggled in that first half. And you can see the athleticism out of the Fox River Classic Conference this year. A really, really good senior class out of that league.
Yeah, talent all over the place that will play at the college level, and you see it on the floor from both sides. But we do have a 10-minute intermission period. We're going to grab a break and bring it back. This is the first ever FVA versus FRCC All-Star Classic here on the OSI video stream.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
In 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to the OSI video stream. Tony Giordano, Dick Napinski, standing with Keegan Van Kallenberg of the Kaukauna Ghosts. And Keegan, as we sit here before the dunk contest, three-point contest, the All-Star Game, what are you looking to get out of this event, and how fun is it to be with some fellow players, some fellow seniors who have some good basketball stature?
Oh, it's very fun. I mean, we were just hanging out in the team room with the guys, just talking about the season, having fun. So that's pretty sweet. But then come the three-point contest, you know, I want to win it, but at the same time, I'll just have some fun doing it, but it's going to be great.
Yeah. You mentioned talking about the season. What's it been like now 3-4 weeks since the end of the season? First of all, what have you been doing? And second of all, what do you take away from that senior season, your final one here with Kaukauna?
You know, I'm definitely grateful that I got to play for Kaukauna all 4 years. It's definitely really sweet that I get to play for this program and this team and do it one more time on this floor. But I just been getting my workouts in, staying active, you know, playing with Green Bay and everything, so it's been good.
What has the coaching staff at Green Bay been telling you? Okay, this is what we need you to do between now and next fall when your freshman year starts up there with Phoenix.
Obviously gaining weight for the weight room, gaining weight, getting stronger, and then just keep doing what I do and get my workouts in.
You're just taking a look at the season, too. You had the big one. You had the school record this year. Are there moments that kind of flash back every so often like, wow, that was really cool? Any of those stand out during the season?
All the time. I mean, just in this gym, I can feel it like I have it. And then walking through the hallways, I think about it all the time.
What are some of the keys to your performances here in this fun contest here this afternoon, this evening? What are some keys that you're looking for? Obviously, I think you being in your home court may play a factor. What are you looking to do out there?
I'm looking to put up as many points as I can, but win the game. And then for three-point contest, I want to make the shots. Just play with everybody, have some fun, and then we'll get a win.
Well, we are looking forward to it. That is Keegan Van Kallenberg with the Kaukauna Ghosts. We'll bring it right back on the OSI video stream.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Okay. In 3, 2, and 1. We're here with Zach Kinziger, Tony Giordano, Dick Napinski, joined by Zach Kinziger. And Zach, I want to open up this interview by asking you about this event that's going on here. What are you expecting to get out of this event, and how cool is it to be with some of the best between the FVA and the FRCC?
Yeah, it's a really cool event. I know it's the first time they've put it on, so I think we're all curious to see what it looks like. But it's really cool to get a lot of the top players in the state and the area especially to come together for a great game like this. You know, a lot of different communities coming together, so I'm really excited to see how it plays out and have some fun today.
Yeah, now it's been about 3-4 weeks since you finished up your season. Right now, first of all, what have you been doing? And second of all, have you had a chance to reflect on the season, your career at De Pere, and just that entire ride you guys have been on for the past 3-4 years?
Yeah, it's been an amazing journey ever since I was a freshman. You know, even since I was in first, second grade, I've been playing with De Pere, so I'm very grateful for the program and all the coaches and my teammates and stuff like that. We've had a great 4 years, but I think tonight and it kind of wraps up my high school career, and then I'm looking forward to the next journey, which is going to Madison to play for the Badgers. So it's been fun, but it's time to move on for me after tonight and go be a Badger.
You know, we talked a little bit before the interview. Before you get down to Wisconsin, you told me you played in the Holy Cross tournament in Kaukauna, which was like a whole different realm of basketball there a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Again, we got a lot of the top players in the area to come play for one team. And it's a little different, pretty physical. They don't call many fouls, and you kind of got to play a different style of basketball when you're playing that. But that was another really fun event to kind of get the community together and just play some fun basketball.
Heading toward Wisconsin, what are Coach Gard and the other coaches telling you to prepare for, get ready for before you make that trip down there next fall?
Yeah, just come in and work my butt off and give myself a chance is basically what it is. You know, the team is, you got the transfer portal and all this stuff, so you never really know how the team's going to lay out until you're actually there. So it's just coming in with a work-hard mentality from day one and hope to help the team as much as I can right away.
Finally for you, Zach, ahead of this FVA FRCC All-Star Game, how do you balance the fun and the competitiveness? How much of an impact are you looking to make in what you're participating in, and how much fun are you just looking to have?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to put on a show, for the community and things like that. But at the end of the day, I'm a competitor, so I think, I know we want to win. I know the FVA wants to win, so, we need to find a healthy balance between a little showtime and then competitiveness when we need it.
That's Zach Kinzinger with the De Pere Redbirds. We appreciate his time, and we'll bring it right back.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
Welcome back to the FVA FRCC All-Star Classic. First ever between these two conferences. Some of the premier talent in northeastern Wisconsin. Tony Giordana, Dick Napinski with you for this broadcast of the OSI video stream. Brought to you through The Score, Woodward Community Media Production. Zach Morris, Gary Brolowski in the house as well. Good crew, good way to end the season. What was a phenomenal basketball season that we had throughout the 2024-2025.
Yeah, I totaled it all up at the end of the year, and I realized I'd done 50 games.
No kidding.
And, between high school and college. I was chuckling here during the break. Brevin Pritzel had his FRCC team out warming up for the second half by shooting half-court shots. And Brevin, of course, a sharpshooter, took the first one, and a little rusty since his Badger basketball days, but managed to chuck it up and get it in there. So we've got a second half coming up. A lot of points put up, 108 in the first half, 67 of them from the Fox River Classic Conference. But a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment thus far. And you've got some stats.
I've got first half stats, all right? I don't play around. This is a broadcast. I'm keeping stats, all right? So of the 41 points for the FVA, 16 of them came from Zay Mitchell. We had 10 points from Mikey Wilds. He put up most of those in the final 2 minutes or so of that first half. 9 points from Landon Van Offeren, 6 from Keegan Van Kalwenberg, 3 from Marvin Hazlitt, and 2 from Luke Young. That's the 41. On the other side, 67 points from the FRCC, led by 2 players with 13, Adam Guyette and Logan Steffensmeyer. Then you have 11 points from Amari Allen, 6 points from Zach Kinzinger, 5 points from Colin Schultz. Oh, these are sevens here. 7 from Price Gregory and Cale Buboltz. I can read my writing, I promise. Okay. 2 points from Steinbecker and Andrew Rader. I'm keeping stats.
There we go.
That's the best I got.
Yep, been a clean game too. 1 foul called.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right. But no, this is a fun time. We had the 3-point contest and the dunk contest prior to this. Eddie Bolchin had won the 3-point contest. Bolchin coming from Manitowoc, the Manitowoc Ships. And then Caden Groff, Kaukauna on his home court, won the dunk contest, beating Joey Mijal. Yep.
a lot of fun for those guys. Come on out here one more time and have some fun with basketball before you move on to whatever's next. And you know, a lot of times you spend these 4 years and you're with your friends, you're in front of your family and your friends out there, and then everything changes next fall. If you do decide to go play basketball, it's a whole different world. And so enjoy these moments because they are fleeting. You've spent, in many cases, 18 years with these friends of yours, and now everybody goes their separate ways as we head into the second half. And it looks like we've got a little trapping man-to-man going on.
Of course. And the FRCC opens up the second half with 4 points.
They wanted the officials to call a kick there.
Zay Mitchell's looking at the official like, what the heck?
And you're going, oh, this is the way this is going to work. Okay.
Zay Mitchell. Nice right hand will fall. 69-43.
Yeah, there it is. That's what they were warming up.
Half court, Amari Allen is good.
Brevin Pritz are going, yep, that's why we practice those at the half.
Unbelievable. 72-43. And now tough defense being played on Zay Mitchell. FRCC not playing around here. This is a 3 from Mueller, and it's good. 72-46. Now here's a half-court shot from Kinzinger. Air ball out of bounds.
That was about a 1/3 court shot out of Kinzinger that time.
Kinzinger laughing about it.
Yeah, he's heading down to play at Wisconsin next year, as you heard at halftime.
Yeah, exciting to see local talent stick around here in Wisconsin. Zay Mitchell, good from underneath.
Well, you get so many offers now from so many coaches see you during AAU ball, and everybody's trying the three. And eventually you may have to get away from that offense. They're down to 33% from that spot now.
Not statistically good.
Well, it started off hot, but now getting worse.
Luke Young for 3 from the corner, no good. Now Kinzinger will take it up the floor. Get it past midcourt, no shot.
No shot this time.
No shot.
Try something different.
Gets underneath, spin move. Nice job. You can tell he's just quick. He's got some instincts as well to go along with his shooting ability. He's a good player.
He really is, yeah. Mueller comes back and nails one.
Second 3 of the half, 74-51. Yeah, but on that note, cool to see local talent stick around as here's a deep 3. Good from Raider. Jeez.
Raider heading to Minnesota Duluth next year.
Zay Mitchell for 3. Good.
Okay. Again, Zane saying, oh, this is the way this game's going to be played. Here we go.
Got a bit of an all-star game NBA feel to it.
Yeah, we're down to 25% from that area now.
3 no good. It's a fun game from Gregory.
It's fun watching Zay Mitchell and Allen team up against one another. Nice one by Mitchell, three-pointer. He just makes that look so easy, so smooth. Number 3 all-time in state history in scoring.
Well, he had a 1,000-point season. Usually you celebrate a 1,000-point career. He had a 1,000-point season. Now here's Kinzinger. Putback is good on his own shot.
Yeah, got in front of Mueller that time. And Kinzinger has really some strength for a guard. He's a solid ball player.
Allen for 3. No. Mikey Wilds for 3. Yes.
And he keeps the hot hand. He had a hot hand end of the first half.
Now within 20. Allen will lob, but Raider wasn't there.
I think Andrew thought that Amari was going to just take it around the corner himself.
Mitchell for 3. Rattles in. Zay Mitchell's hot. Kinzinger, left-hand dribble to Raider. Raider will get that one to spin in. Zay Mitchell back to Young. Young in the corner for 3. No. Rebound into the hands of Amari Allen. Allen dishes to Gregory, who just lays it in.
And again, the FRCC showing, they've really got a nice shot by Mueller that time, putting that one up. Both teams going to send the subs in.
Mueller now has 3 threes in this game, all in this half. 83-66.
There we go. Kinzinger gets his dunk. We're going to have a substitution timeout. And new 10 going to come in.
I imagine a new 5 for the FRCC that will want to try a half-court shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to see. They've been sitting on the bench. They might be a little tied up now with the muscles.
All right, and here we go. FVA will have the basketball. We'll move from our left to right. Van Kallenberg will try a 3.
Oh,
good.
Yeah. Well, you knew Keegan wasn't going to let that sit for long, what he's seen so far.
He's got 9 points in this game, all of them on 3-pointers.
Nice handoff there. Who bolts off to Mundy's Kelly.
Kelly's first points of the game. 87-69. Under 15 to go. 3 in some traffic, no good. Hazlitt will get the ball back and then nearly stolen away from Kelly.
Oh, nice. Using the basket to keep Kelly off of him, and the reverse layup, very nice.
Here's a 3 from Bubolz. No.
So I mentioned this is down to a 16-point game now.
Yeah. Close contest. There were a bunch of 3s away. There's
down
one.
to a 13-point game. Keegan, he's very familiar with every spot on this floor.
Here's a 3 from Guyette. Won't fall.
Van Offeren, not a natural three-point shooter. Got one up there.
Bubolz.
Oh, really nice pass inside, but just could not handle it. That was Steinbecker from Manitowoc. Probably wasn't expecting that one.
Kale Bubolz has a Division III offer from Carroll so far. No commit yet. Van Kallenberg for 3, no. I think FVA is just like, here, let's give Van Kallenberg some 3s to shoot this deficit away. Bubolz right-hand floater won't fall.
Oh, nice defense by Hazlitt that time. Rogers took a look at a 3. Now inside, oh, that's pretty to Van Offeren.
87-76.
There, now Kelly's going to try his.
No. Brevin Pritchell laughing on the sideline. Van Offeren will try and lay it in. No good. Guyette takes it the other direction. Guyette to Bubolz. Back to Guyette, but stolen away.
Oh, really nice job. Van Offeren showing some hustle.
On defense.
Well, we've seen that out of him both on the basketball court and the football field through his high school career.
Van Kallenberg, long 2, won't go. Becoming the Van Kallenberg show on offense so far for FVA.
Well, he kind of warned us about that pregame.
He did. He wanted some shots. Stefan Meyer, a deep 3. Banks off the rim and out. Van Offeren will try a 3 himself.
There we go.
Good.
Yeah. He kind of gave the 3 symbol. It's one of the more nonchalant 3 symbols I've seen in some time as he turned around.
Game's within 10. 8-point game. 87-79. Guyette for 3. No. Here's Hazlitt. FVA just chewing away at the deficit. Hazlitt.
Almost did it. He tried the big move around Steffensmeyer. Just couldn't quite put it home.
Steffensmeyer will just toss it off the
backboard. Nice tip by Adam Guyette.
But Guyette was right there. Hazlitt in the corner. Bluffed a 3 to get Bubolz to jump. Van Kallenberg for 3. Off the rim.
And this has become end-to-end action. Hazlitt with the Euro step.
You know, they're doing a nice job putting this event on. I would like to see some music, though. How about a little music like the All-Star Game in the NBA? Just keep the energy up and keep things loose. 89-79, 11:45. Van Offeren had some room for a three, but passed out.
That's going to be interesting. Gregory, now they try to go inside to Rogers into the corner. That's nice shot. Eli Bratz.
Yep. His first points of the game make it 89-82. Long two from Schultz. No.
Oh, nice tip by Rader. He just goes up and over Van Offeren. Landon giving up about 6 inches there.
Hazlitt showing off his ball handling skills. Separation.
Oh,
nice jumper.
Pretty step back from about 14.
91-84. Underneath.
Oh, you want to watch that. Kinzinger came down kind of oddly on that. Reverend Pritzel wanted a foul.
Hey, He's
not getting it.
You don't want any injuries here. You want everybody to play it smooth. Kinzinger looks to be all right. Mitchell for three. No.
Partially blocked by Allen.
Yeah, and some traffic there. Now Schultz will take it up the floor. Schultz to the baseline. Right-hand runner.
Oh, that was
some hopping
move
in there.
He's heading off to UW Eau Claire next year to play for the Blue Gulls.
Young, right-hand dribble in from the left side. Nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, nice job again, using the rim to keep Rader away from him.
93-86, 10-15 on the clock. Amari Allen inside the perimeter. Right-hand floater falls through.
Made that look real easy. Just stepped inside left side of the lane and dropped it through.
Ten minutes left in this game. 95-86. Deep three from Mikey Wilds off the front of the rim. Tipped out. Young the rebound. Shirt untucked and all. He'll lay it in off the left side.
Luke heading off to play football next year, Division II.
Amari Allen, right-hand floater. Just touched it off the backboard there.
Zay Mitchell on that. You can see there's a little mano-a-mano going on with that one.
Some gamesmanship between Mitchell and Allen. Deep three here. No.
And a steal right back. Mueller to Mitchell. Oh, that was pretty.
Wow.
Well, this has become competitive now. 7-point game.
Here's a three from Gregory. Off the front of the rim. No, Allen wanted the putback dunk. Lobbing to Mitchell. Takes a three. No.
Oh, he thought about it too long.
Yeah, a bit of a hesitation there. Now a foul.
No, it's going to be Young's going to go to the free throw line. Mitchell there was there to clean everything up, but the foul came a little bit earlier.
By the way, Mitchell, 15 points in the second half, 31 overall in this game.
Out of the 94 of the FVA. And the FRCC sending the next 5 in.
Amari Allen with 18 points in this game. Just some notable stats to keep track of. Luke Young
trying the long bank shot. Last touch by Steffensmeyer. Zay Mitchell getting in there to tie up on the rebound.
Steffensmeyer will take it away.
Pass by Wilds was a little incomplete there. Easily stolen away.
Final 8.5. 7-point game. Ooh.
Oh, we've got a foul fest going on now.
We do. Steinbecker went up with it.
Already had 2 this half compared to 1 in the first. So that'll send Steinbecker to the line. 3rd leading scorer in the FRCC this year, 20 points a game. Had 32 a couple of times against Ashwaubenon, against Menasha. That came in a 2-week period. He had those 2 big games back in late December. Drops in the second free throw. Mitchell couldn't get it to go.
Guyette to the middle. Kick back. That is Steinbecker.
Yeah, Guyette, really a nice-looking player. You can tell why he was first-team all-conference.
We have our first triple-digit score, 100-90. And Zay Mitchell will lay it off the glass. Stefan Meyer, nice defense.
Oh, and what a save. Riley Mueller got in there, tapped it away, and kept it alive before going out of bounds.
Three won't rattle in from Zimmerman.
Oh, they get it ahead to Steffensmeyer. He'll set up.
And dunk. Saw that coming. 102-92. Mitchell against Steffensmeyer. Pass to the corner. Here's a three. Good. Nice shot there from Mueller. Mueller, by the way, his fourth three of the game.
Yeah, well, he was known. He's a scorer. He was for the Polar Bears, for Matt Hintz's teams.
Steal away there. Mueller, one-on-one to the right wing for three. Yes, his fifth three.
Yeah, he's feeling it now. We're down to a 4-point game. I don't think it was that since the first 2 minutes.
Where did this come from? Oh, this is fun. Buboltz on the right side to the baseline. Now here's Steffensmeyer for three. No.
Oh, nice save inside by Steinbecker.
Mikey Wilds to the baseline, kick to the corner. Now back, Zimmerman for three. No.
Ooh. Oh, we got an and one there.
How about that job by Adam Guyette?
Oh, man.
To spin through defenders and lay it in and then go to the line.
Yeah, well, we mentioned first team all-conference this year. Honorable mention, Division II All-State from the Coaches Association. Heading down to play for Matt Lewis next year at UW Oshkosh, and definitely going to add to the Titans program. Both teams doing the swap out. Shooting one, I believe, for Guyette. Yeah, Keegan Van Kauwenberg back in, so we'll probably see some. They've got Amari Allen on him right now.
106-98. Under 6 to go. Hazlitt throws a right to Guyette, who will put that one through. Now got 19 points.
It's an interesting matchup here for Van Kauwenberg. Amari Allen playing man-to-man on him. Definitely some length he has to contend with.
Here's Guyette. Jumper. Yes. 21. We mentioned that Van Kauwenberg, the Kaukauna standout, is going to Green Bay, where he will play for Doug Gottlieb in the Phoenix, but also assistant coach of Green Bay, a name that is very popular around here in the Kaukauna area, Jordan McCabe.
Yep, indeed. You know, it certainly helps, I think, in the whole recruiting scheme of things.
Especially in this area.
Yep. McCabe still in the all-time top 10 among Wisconsin high school scorers. And Kauwenberg tried the no-look pass, and
he almost put it through the rim.
He almost did, yeah.
Five to go. As FRCC sets up on offense, Kinzinger, yes.
Oh, that was a pretty shot.
He's now got 15.
Of course, his brother down at Illinois State. The brothers helped lead the Redbirds to a state title a couple years back. Oh, nice pass by Marvin Hazlitt inside to Van Offeren.
Now FVA is up to 100. It's 113 to 100.
Oh, Van Kalverberg didn't see the ball get loose. It fell in behind him. Would have been an easy scoop up.
So Gregory gets it to Schultz, who finds Allen. Step back, throw across the court to Rader for three. No. Zay Mitchell on the left side, back into this game. Hands off to Van Kallenberg. FVA has some of their standouts on the floor, trying to eat away at this deficit.
Yeah.
With 4 to go.
Riley Mueller heading to Wisconsin Lutheran. Of course, they were a top 25 program in Division III for most of this season.
Also where Luke Young is going. Zay Mitchell.
Yeah, a little travel there, but don't worry about it.
Right.
But justice prevails if the FVA. Gregory misses the dunk, but stolen right back away by Schultz.
Amari Allen will just take it himself, lay it in,
and
a whistle. Oh.
Yeah, Landon's looking like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that against Amari Allen.
Yeah.
Best I can do is try to be physical against him.
115 to 100. Where'd my microphone go? There it is.
Yeah. Now you get to see the athleticism of these guys. Definitely, you played in a controlled system during high school ball, but here you get to see the pure athleticism. Amari Allen getting the steal there.
Yeah, they're getting poked away by
And that's
Mitchell
part of it right
twice,
there,
and then
yep.
he just takes it himself and dunks. Woof. 23.
Oh, and Riley Mueller knew it too, and he let it go. He was backing up.
6th three of the game. Kinziger for 3. He's got 18.
I think the last 3 minutes here, we're going to see it even get a little looser.
Oh, Mueller kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, he was trying to make the big move that time around Colin Schultz.
121 to 103.
Man.
Everybody just so athletic out there on the floor. Nice job from Schultz.
He gets a rebound too. Schultz heading to UW Eau Claire as well next year.
Allen, step back, 3, deep. Oh, why not?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Mueller looking real long distance 3 for a second. Well, nice challenge by Amari Allen that time on Mitchell.
Mueller will take a 3. No.
I think a little bit of a heat check 3 that time.
Allen, heat check there.
No. Steffensmeyer can't put it away. And
Kinziger also ultimately comes away with it. To Allen, to Steffensmeyer, who gets jammed from
legs are getting tired here, Tony.
From the
legs
rim.
Are starting to get tired.
Yep. Hazlitt in the corner for 3. Good.
There we go. Yeah, FRCC's taken back control of this by 20.
Kinziger to his teammate Gregory, who lays it in.
Yeah, probably one of the last times you'll be doing that.
Mari Allen all alone.
Oh, there we go. That one got away from him.
Tried the windmill dunk and lost it in space.
And the teammates saying, oh, yeah, we're going to remember that one out of you.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You almost have to try to do that. I mean, he threw it straight in the air.
Just, that got up there, and ball had a mind of its own, almost went into orbit.
So new players will come out to the floor, 128 to 106.
Yeah, this will be the group that'll probably. FVA guys are laughing about that one too. Probably, I've never seen one like that before.
Deep three from Zimmerman, no. Final 60 seconds of this first ever All-Star Classic between the FVA and FRCC. It looks like FRCC will take this one, just by how much, as Young tries to slam it home, and he does get up for it. Guyette to Rader, his teammate, to slam it in.
Yeah, wind this down. It's been a lot of fun here tonight, Tony. And
certainly has been. Fun to keep it loose and watch some great talent like this.
Mari Allen is putting himself back into the game in place of Guyette.
And Guyette's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Colin Schultz. No, excuse me. Gale Boobles. Good. He's got 10. There's Wilds.
Okay, we're going to try this again. Amari Allen wants to redeem himself.
There what an exclamation point to end this All-Star game. Amari Allen between the legs, dunking it. Your final score, 135 to 110. Team FRCC will take the first ever All-Star Classic between the FRCC and FVA. Well, this was fun. What do you say we take one final break and wrap it up when we come back here on the OSI video stream?
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Dealing with a new sprain, strain, or sports injury? Skip the ER and head to OSI's walk-in clinic in Appleton. Our expert team allows you to bypass the referral process by treating injuries like sprains, dislocations, broken bones, new joint pain, and more immediately, with no appointment needed. Open weekdays from 8 to 5 and weekends from 10 to 2. For urgent orthopedic care that fits your schedule, visit OSI's Appleton Walk-In Clinic, located at Ballard and 41.
The OSI video stream post-game show. We're here with Amari Allen, the MVP of the All-Star game. Finished with 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. You know, I got to ask you about the dunk situation here that we saw in the game. First, we missed the one where we tried to windmill it, lost it way high in the air, and then we went between the legs to close out the game. Walk us through what happened there.
Well, it's actually kind of crazy. I never miss windmills like that. That's like my go-to dunk. So I hit my leg. I'm like, I got something on my coach. Let me go try one more time. And then I'm like, I let everybody down with the windmill. Let's not try something harder. You know, I've got the between legs like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, why not try it? And I made up for the windmill.
Very nice.
Yeah, we were saying that ball almost went into orbit at that point. It kind of took off on its own at that point. But we talked to you before the game about just having some fun with the guys. How much fun was this out here tonight?
It was real fun, you know, just to get out there. I mean, get a bunch of different, shots we don't get to shoot in regular games and, play with guys we usually don't get to be able to play with. So just to be able to go up and down with them is real fun.
I see Brevin Pritzel was throwing a few things out there, the 1-3-1, little trap, and the half-court warm-up for the second half. I mean, was that his idea, saying we're going to practice half-court shots and go into the second half?
Yeah, he wanted us to, all get a half-court shot in just for fun. And, I mean, I didn't make one in the warm-up for it, but made it in the game, so I guess I made it when it counts.
And finally, before we let you go, what did tonight mean to you, and what memories will stick out that you'll take with you?
I mean, it means everything. The turnout was great. Little kids all over the place yelling your name. That's something you'll never forget, even when you're done playing basketball.
That's Amari Allen with the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. Congratulations, the MVP of the All-Star game, as the FRCC was victorious.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So we'll take that headphone back from you, and We'll keep it up and wrap things up here in a moment. Again, 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. As we will get the headset on from Dick, we have our camera on us.
There we go.
As the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
Us on camera to close out the All-Star Game, close out the season, but ultimately FRCC victorious in what was a very fun one here tonight.
It was. You know, it was just a heck of a good time, and saw a lot of things. The guy could play a little more relaxed and loose and just have a lot of fun heading into this one. And Amari Allen getting a nice award at the end. Great game. Zay Mitchell had a great game. And it's good to see guys just playing loose, playing ball. You know, this is where they started their careers when they're 4 or 5 years old, playing in the driveway, just putting it up, and had a chance to finish it here with their buddies, teammates, some of their rivals, and all together. And they're signing some autographs for the kids right now. And then just a good time. You see some of these guys playing on ESPN next year. So be looking for that. A lot of them said we're going to hit the weight room first and do it that way. But just a fun time. Great inaugural event here between the FVA and the FRCC.
Absolutely right, and that will conclude our broadcast of the OSI video stream, where the FRCC victorious over the FVA 135-110. I'd like to give a shout-out to Dick Napinski, my partner, Gary Brolowski behind the camera. We got Zach Morris here, a full crew for this broadcast that we were able to bring to you tonight. It was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it. We hope you did as well. Again, FRCC victorious 135-110 over the FVA. You've been watching the OSI video stream.